So let's circle back around to the front with intentionally single.
I've intentionally been single many times for many, many years. Can you hit me on the definition again,
Yeah.
what she defines it as?
A conscious choice to not engage in a romantic relationship.
So I think a discernment needs to be made between conscious and unconscious. I think a lot of people there's a lot of people that I know personally that are single, but not by design. They're single because they don't feel like anyone fits that role of who they're looking for, or they feel like and through self-sabotage, they don't deserve XYZ. I think it's interesting. A lot of people don't actually pursue or give themselves a space to pursue being intentionally single because they think, based on Hallmark, Valentine's Day, and everywhere else, that you must have bae. You must have someone at home when you have holidays, when you're getting together with family and friends. But I think being intentionally single, if that's something that you want to give space to, you need to do it. You need to commit to that. It's given me massive clarity on a lot of things that I don't want because I had the time to think without someone up in my ear.
Yeah, man. To me, this is the phase where everybody must spend some time. Now, I'm not going to say that you should spend more time in this phase than in a relationship, because I think that'd be weird to do if you are looking for a relationship ultimately. But I've known some people who it seemed like they never went through any intentionally single phase, and if they were single, it was like a mad dash to replace that old relationship, that old framework with something else. And I think that, at least in my experience, seeing that, it's caused those people more harm than good. And in moments where, I have tried to rush into a fling or, try to get some ass because like, oh, damn, I want some ass. Like, it almost never wound up good, or I just entirely left the situation when it came down to the moment of truth because I knew something just misaligned. So, especially after my past relationship, even though it wasn't years and years I went being single, I took a very deliberate amount of, time to just focus on me again. Some people use the phrase like date yourself, where it's like I got excited because I was going to get off work and now I was going to go to a restaurant, get some chocotini, and then pull back up to the crib, watch some Amazon Prime, lay and sound bathe in some solfeggio tones and make some beats. Like, if you can't spend a good time by yourself, why would anybody else want to be with you?
Oh, I think that's an interesting point that you bring up because I think a lot of people never date themselves. So they don't realize that when they have certain reactions to things, they have certain emotional reactions to things, or they are looking for something that they never find it. They never find it. You're projecting and you're putting out the wrong you because you're just in search of something else. I think being intentionally single is a very beneficial thing, and I think we should definitely, the holistic psychologist, is trying to evangelize it. These things should not be taboo. I totally agree. I mean, people need to give more space to being intentionally single. I think that there would be much more self-growth. There'd be much more self-awareness. And I think it gives you the space to, if you choose, work on your trauma.
Amen. Took the words out of my mouth, man. Yeah, this is if you're not in any of the other buckets, you should return by default to this stage and work on becoming whole. Because that's ultimately going to make whatever relationship that's not intentionally single flourish or have a better chance of flourishing, in my experience.